What's going on, everybody? It is Triple Crown 24 back again today with a two-spot TTM recap episode. One of them is from Tampa, Florida, but it's actually not a spring training. The other one from Phoenix is a spring training. I've had a lot more luck with the Arizona facilities than the Florida facilities this year so far, but very stoked to show these off. Hopefully you enjoy it. You know the drill. If you do, make sure you leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you're new. Let's go ahead and get into the action. First one today, this is a former player. This is one I've been meaning to try for a while, and I finally got it. Out of Tampa Bay, Florida, which is where he lives. This is a 2 of 2. Came back in 29 days. It is coming back from former Chicago White Sox and New York Met. Also played for the Padres for a long time as well. Billy Ullman. So he signed on the 1981 Topps card, which I send these off, not really like a set that I'm trying to put together, but it's, I have extras of all the 1981 cards, so sometimes I'll just send them off to kind of take a break from the current players and the regular season and spring training are rolling around. And then a guy who I was on my short list to try during the off season when you can't access the current players, so decided to go ahead and give him a shot, and it worked out. So this isn't my favorite card. The image is really kind of blurry on this 81 Topps. I really like this one a lot more. It's a lot sharper image, and it's one of my favorite all-time designs. Here he is with the Chicago White Sox on the 83. Shortstop for them for many years. I'll show you the stats on the back of this card. You can see that he was, just a pretty average career hitter. He did bat in 81 with the White Sox. He did bat 301, so that was probably his best year. Only appeared in 100 games, but that's still a pretty substantial sample size to, still bat 300, so that's pretty cool. But otherwise, he was just kind of a pretty solid shortstop overall in the major leagues. I don't really have too much else to say, so thank you, Mr. Ullman, for signing those two cards. And then you guys love the spring training. Here we go. 2019 spring training return out of Phoenix, Arizona. Trying the Los Angeles Dodgers. I believe this is the only Dodger I sent to, and it worked out. Very good TTM signer here. 2 of 2. These cards got some dings on the corners coming back, but not a huge deal. And it is Ross Stripling. So this is a pretty common theme that you've probably seen with my spring training TTMs, is that when I send 2, it's usually a 2018 Heritage High number, as pictured, and a 2018 Topps/Topps update, also as pictured here. That's the case. So he signed nicely in blue. Really pops. These Dodger cards with the blue ink always look phenomenal. Just the Dodger blue works well with the blue Sharpie. So Stripling had a really good year last year. I actually picked him up on my fantasy team, and he was probably one of the biggest surprises when he first came up. I believe he threw a combined no-hitter or had his own no-hitter, or it was like a no-hitter that got broken up late in the game, something like that. But it was like one of his first starts, if not his first start. So there was a ton of hype around him. And then after that, he was not quite as good, and then rebounded a little bit, and then had a really good 2018. He was the losing pitcher in the All-Star game, so that doesn't really help my case. But struggled a little bit in the second half of the year, but hopefully he can bounce back in a big way in 2019. Maybe get some more looks in the Dodgers rotation, which is pretty loaded. They have a lot of options right now. They have Kershaw, obviously, and then they also have Ryu, who they brought back. They've got Kenta Maeda. They've got Stripling. They've got Walker Buehler, who a lot of people are talking about this year. They've got Urias as well. So a lot of options, not a lot of spots for all the Dodgers pitchers, but 2 of 2 from Ross Stripling. So let me know what you think. As always, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. I'll be back with some more spring training returns next time. Until then, see you guys later. Have a good one.